don't know if I'll ever post this. I guess I just want to get some things off my chest. Right now I just feel heaviness in my body. I feel my spirit calling, God calling. My spirit is crying out. My spirit just wants to get out. I've been doing things that I don't really want to do. I haven't been really listening to my spirit, my soul, God. These past 2-3 months, I've been connecting with God more. I talk to God every day. I talk to God throughout the day, more than I've ever had before. And the more I'm connected with God, the more aware I am of my surroundings. And the more I just want to get out. My job. The more I want to be alone. I don't really want to be around people. If I am around people, I want them to be genuine, kind-hearted people, people of God. I notice that when I'm alone and when I'm just connecting with God, I feel good and happy. My ego's not taking over. God is in full control. Then when I go out into the world, it's like I get pulled to their vibrations, their energies, and it's not their fault. As the Bible says, as Jesus says, forgive them, Father, for they do not know. I was once there. It's just really hard. I'm at the point where I just don't want to go out. Going to the gym is kind of hard, and I love working out. Going out for runs is a little hard. I love nature. Doing anything is hard. Being at my job is unbearable. I know I'm not better than anyone. We're all the same. I just feel like the more I'm connected with God, the more harder it is to be around others. I know. I mean, I did have some coffee, so that could be it. I just feel anxious, but I've been feeling anxious even before the coffee. I just feel like my soul is ready to unleash itself. God is gonna shine his light in me even harder. It just cannot be missed. My worry is how people around me will react to it. I feel like people who are very connected with God, it's hard for them to be around others. And it sucks. It really does. Because before, when I wasn't very connected to God, it wasn't really hard for me to be around people. I mean, I've always had social anxiety growing up, but I wasn't really aware of things. Not the way I am now. Now I'm so aware of everything. I'm very sensitive to other people's energies. I feel like I know what people are thinking, or I could be wrong, because I have been wrong. I'm not saying I know everything. I just feel very sensitive to other people. And just the more I connect with God, the more harder it is to be in the external world, if that makes sense. Like, it's harder to live in this illusion. It's harder for me to live in a city. It's hard for me to be around a lot of people. If I am around people, I prefer to be around like-minded people, people who are doing inner work, who are evolving, who do want to connect with God, who are aware that we are not the body or anything outside of us. Because when you're doing this inner work, when you're connecting with God and you're detaching yourself from the external world, the ego, the lusts, the wants, it's so easy to get sucked back in when you get back out there, if that makes sense. Because most of the time when you're doing inner work and healing, you do it by yourself. It's easier to do things alone. But then, you'll feel good and everything, and then you go back out there to the real world, and it's so easy to get sucked in, back to your lower self. And when you're doing all this work, I personally feel like people can sense that. People can sense when something's different about you. And some people, they don't like it. Some people get triggered. Because it's kind of like you're showing them, it's like you're reflecting something back to them. Like you're shining your light on them. You're shining your light on their ego. And the ego is very fragile. And I was there once, younger, when I was unaware. Sometimes I'll see people who really worked on themselves, did the hard work, and a part of my ego will be triggered. So I can understand it. But I feel like even then it was for like superficial things. But I feel like when you have a connection with God, when it's something spiritual, I guess it's different. I don't know. This is not easy when you decide to really build a closer relationship and connection with God. Don't get me wrong. You will be blessed. You will be blessed. But when you go out there into the real world, with this awareness and healing and continuing to grow and work on yourself with God helping you, with God leading you and guiding you and using you, it's so hard. It feels hard. I feel like because most of us were not and are not connected to God, we really screwed ourselves up. And I think the only way for us to make this world better is just to go back to God, to connect to God. God doesn't care about superficial things. God doesn't care about how you look. God doesn't care about what you have. God doesn't care about how much money you have. God doesn't care about your house. God doesn't care about your luxuries. God does not care about your fitness. God doesn't care. And I know it's hard to like see things through God's eyes because we're still human at the end of the day. This is just what it's like being a human. This is just that human experience. This is what it's like to be a human. To want, to lust over, to feel. That's why we have to go to God. We have to ask God to help us because we cannot do this by ourselves. There's no way. We keep doing things on our own, we're just gonna keep making it worse for ourselves. And just look around you. I don't know what happened, but the way this world is like people can't even really be around each other. There's always so much competitiveness, so much bad energy exchange. Is like, what are we doing? Like, for me, God is the only way. Jesus, Jesus knows the way. Jesus can take us there. Jesus has helped me get to God. So, go to God. That's my only advice to the world, to myself. Only go to God. Try to get out of distractions. I'll talk to you soon.